Are you thinking about selling your house on your own? Well, stick around because I've got 6 things you'll want to consider before going it alone. Hi, I'm Janice Allen with Jakeway Realtors in Southwest Michigan, and I'm your local real estate advisor. So there are many benefits of working with a realtor, but I get why you're trying to sell it on your own. So during these challenging times like we're facing today, it becomes even more difficult, even more important to have an expert that you trust to help guide you through the process. So knowing that you're considering selling on your own, in the industry, we call that a for sale by owner or a FSBO, FSBO. And as a FSBO, it's critical that you know the following items, and there are 6 of them. So the first one I want you to consider is your safety, which should always be a priority. That comes first. And in the real estate business, professionals like myself have the proper protocols in place to protect not only your belongings, but your health and well-being too. From regulating the number of people in your home at one time to ensuring proper sanitation during and after a showing, and even facilitating virtual tours. Realtors are equipped to follow the latest industry standards recommended by the National Association of Realtors to help protect you and your potential buyers. Number 2, a powerful online strategy is a must. During COVID-19, the first step 43% of all buyers took when looking for a home was to search online. Throughout the process, that number jumps to 97%. Today, those numbers have grown exponentially. Most real estate agents have developed a strong internet and social media presence to promote the sale of your house. Here are just a few of the people you'll need to negotiate with if you decide to FSBO. The buyer who wants the best deal possible. The buyer's agent who solely represents the best interests of the buyer. The inspection company, which works for the buyer and who will almost always find challenges with the house. And lastly, the appraiser, if there is a question of value. So as part of our training, realtors are taught how to negotiate every aspect of the real estate transaction and how to mediate the emotions felt by buyers looking to make what is probably the largest purchase of their lives. Number 4, you won't know if your purchaser is qualified for a mortgage. So having a buyer who wants to purchase your house is the first step. Making sure they can afford to buy it is just as important. As a FSBO, it's almost impossible to be involved in the mortgage process of your buyer. A real estate professional is trained to ask the appropriate questions and in most cases will ultimately be aware of the progress being made towards a purchaser's mortgage commitment. So you need someone who's working with lenders every day to guarantee your buyer makes it to the closing table. Number 5, FSBOing is becoming more difficult from a legal standpoint. The documentation involved in the selling process is growing dramatically as more and more disclosures and regulations become mandatory. In an increasingly litigious society, the agents act as a third party to help the seller avoid any legal jeopardy. This is one of the major reasons why the percentage of people FSBOing has dropped from 19% to 8% over the last 20 years. And lastly, number 6, you do net more money when you use an agent. Many homeowners think they'll save the real estate commission by selling on their own, but realize that the main reason buyers look at FSBOs is because they also believe they can save the real estate agent's commission too. So the seller and the buyer can't both save on the commission. Properties listed with a broker that is a member of the local multiple listing service will be listed online with all other participating broker websites, marketing the home to a much larger buyer population, and those MLS properties generally offer compensation to agents who represent buyers, incentivizing them to show and sell the property, and again, potentially enlarging the buyer pool. So the more buyers that view a home, the greater the chance a bidding war will take place, potentially driving the price higher too. And that is actually what is happening here in Southwest Michigan. So the bottom line is listing on your own leaves you to manage the entire transaction by yourself. So why would you do that when you can hire an agent and still net the same amount of money? So before you decide to take on the challenge of selling your house alone, let's connect and discuss your options. If you have any questions about selling on your own, reach out to me. I'd love to provide you with that information.